last time you saw the whole band was that like real bad show?
Crandall got in a fight. He jumped off the stage and beat some guy. Jimmy and Jason were so wasted on mushrooms, they couldn't remember the song. And Jason walked home from downtown LA or some weird shit and beat some homeless guy up on the way.
What's up, Jason?
How you doing, baby?
All right, brother, and you?
Jason Yates.
Stormy, stormy, my friend. Will I see you again? Will I see you again? Stormy, 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 my friend. Will I see you again? When will I see you again?
What's going on, Ernest?
Not much. I'll see you in 2 seconds.
Briefly tell me what you thought about the show the other night.
I thought that the show went really, really good. It was weird to have it, I don't know, I had gotten there sort of late. I was expecting to get there like around 8:30, but I didn't get there until like about 9:10, 9:12, around there, 9:15. So when I got there, I kind of just walked through it, like so many people and said, hey, how's it going? Glad you came. So it was like for the first 10 minutes, I was just doing that. So I didn't have that much time to sit around and think like, I'm nervous, what's gonna happen? So that ended up being pretty good that I didn't have time to sit around and get nervous. I do remember doing about halfway through the set, sort of saying to myself, like looking down and seeing that we had finished, I think about 6 or 7 songs at the time, and I thought, man, this is moving so fast. I gotta slow down so that I can kind of like remember it and kind of like savor the feeling, because it was like to work on something for so long, and then you just like sort of plow through it. I didn't want that to happen.
You sit in your chair, yeah, if you turn towards me, just looking straight at the camera. Now get it from the side. Perfect, dude. Could you go back and tell me what the music scene, what during that period, the late 1980s, early 90s, what it was like at that point, and how you guys like stuck out, but at the same time that you still played a lot of cool shows with different bands from different genres?
Geez, 1987, I moved back to Los Angeles from up north, from a little hellhole of a town that I had lived in for 6 years. From East LA, my mom woke me up in the middle of the night, moved out to Fresno. Basically, there was nothing to do but to sit in my garage and hone in my skills. So I think my chops were up and ready to be professional by the time I turned 20.
Cool. Tell me when you first got the call, who called you up and broached the idea about a reunion show?
I think it started through MySpace. I think I got a message from Crandall, who I really hadn't spoken to in about 10 years. And, we started kind of sending messages back and forth. We got the ball rolling, kicking around the idea about, trying to get back together, get everybody back together. And it took forever. And we originally said, like, May, maybe, I think, and then so now it's December, and it's finally happening. It was, for a while it was going to be August, then it was going to be October, and then it was going to be September, or vice versa, whatever order the months come in. And so we ended up, now it's December, and we're actually doing it. So haven't gotten together with them yet. I just got here yesterday, so tonight will be the first rehearsal with the whole band. Be interesting to see what what we sound like at this point, you know.
In a bit of confusion, lost in the reason. Illusions, that's me, a little too weak. I need a faith, and there's something that's blocking my way. Hey, I'm saying.
So, but could you do me a favor and just tell me a bit about how Momma Stud formed, its genesis, and riff on how you guys got started and how all the players got together, and give me just a sense of that period.
Right.
You're on. Take your time and do what you want.
Cool. Momma Stud was formed out of Bad Kitchen, which was me and Jim's band, and another guy, Brian Keller, with Dave Perry and Bobby Sox. We broke up the band, the three of us, which would be Brian, Jim, and I, because we wanted to be more serious. Funny thing is that we all went to see Guns N' Roses and Jet Boy at the Whiskey, which I'll never forget. And, you know, they rocked, Jet Boy sucked, but Guns N' Roses rocked the house.
I know you told me that on Sunday that you went to church and sang in your church and so forth. Is there some similarity between your songs and what you sing in Momma Stud and what you find when you sing in church?
Yeah, I think there's a big similarity between the songs that I sing in church and the songs that we sing in Momma Stud, just because it's all coming from the heart. It's all about the soul. It's all about, you know, what's inside, and it's all about that kind of stuff. So, and even the style, I think I've gotten so much better singing in. I think my performance this past Friday night has been helped so much by the singing that I've been doing in church. It's incredible. I think Jimmy was even saying that he thinks I'm a much better. He was saying that he was worried before he got here, and he said after our first practice that he was like, "Wow, I think you sound, you know, way better than you did when you were first singing in the band." So yeah, I think it has a big similarity, and it's helped me a lot because it's all soul and it's all you know, rhythm and blues, all that, and gospel, all that stuff is sort of like melded into one. You know, it's just sometimes the words are just different, but the emotion is the same.
All you gotta do, Lord, is just call on me.
Before they make you run, be prepared to find a safety zone.
Well,
when the whip comes down, there ain't no stopping a psychedelic sitting bell by the road. Such an uncomfortable feeling sitting behind the stone. All you gotta do, Lord, is just call on me. Play my tambourine so loud to avoid the nasty joke. Exchange my personal feelings for someone else. 'Cause if I find a solution, I think I might use it. But I don't want to abuse it.
I'll be coming right back home.
Ooh, be coming back.
He's buying toys. Yeah, Reaper, he do the bubbles bigger. Bubbles bigger. Too late. Too late. Once he's on stage,
think Momma Stud was that revolutionary. Things come in cycles to me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The stuff we were doing wasn't any different from the stuff Sly Stone was doing or Funkadelic. You know, the mentality.
Yeah.
It's just generational. It's something that is passed on and maybe goes under the rug for a while and then resurfaces because it's the truth.
Right.
You know, because
It always comes out.
it was soulful and it was what we wanted. It was our natural instincts all kind of gravitated toward that direction. But and so maybe it was revolutionary in the fact that, you know, we brought that shit back out in 88 or 87 or whatever, you know, or actually it was probably born in 85, you know, when Crandall first started writing songs and really focusing on that vibe.
Yeah.
Back in those days, all we would really listen to was Sly and the Family Stone, Funkadelic, and the Rolling Stones, and any old soul 45. So I think as musicians, we had moved up a step, and I think we were probably able to do this sort of thing. So we formed Momma Stud, and we looked for various singers, couldn't find any, and I can't really remember how Ernest came in, but he answered an ad in the recycler, and he may even have been working at the recycler at the time. So we got him in, and I think the song was "I'm Begging You, Baby," and Jim and I looked at each other, and Brian, when we heard him singing, you know, just humming the first note, we're like, oh my God. And we're like, well, guy looks like, you know, kind of dresses a little preppy, but I figured we could, you know, get him some clothes on Melrose, but his voice was just amazing, so.
Like we were listening to that music like it was lunch, it was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I mean?
What is it about that what is that? Like you guys had like a whole initiation with like that one band with the drummer with the
Fishbone.
No, not Fishbone, man. Oh shucks, it's who are those guys? I got them. Those guys. Those guys. Vanilla Fudge. What is with this Vanilla Fudge thing?
You know what? To be honest, I'm naive about that. I don't know.
Vanilla Fudge did they did a cover of a Supreme song. Keep Me Hanging On.
I know the song.
There's like a crazy drummer dude.
Every drummer's crazy.
And then do you know the keyboard? It's so dope. And it's like the whole idea of that. I'm looking at this film over and over. It's really about the essence of the jam. You know, it's like the one cat and the next cat and the other cat are like digging each other's rap to the point where it becomes like this sort of like infection. Yeah. And it just
talking to each other.
Yeah. And it goes about, and so everyone digging it just gets into it, and so it creates like the whole vibe.
When's the, tell me about the last Momma Stud show that you booked.
I
heard it was a
remember.
total nightmare. It was,
It was oh God. See, I blocked it out of my memory. I didn't even barely remember that. Everybody was out of their mind, and then they decided to go to a party downtown afterwards, and then take acid, I think. And I mean, the show was still good, but nobody was paying attention. Nobody was sort of, sort of on, and then they were done, and then they left, and they all went to this party, and I went home.
So how do you feel about tonight's show?
I'm very excited.
Are you? Are you a Mama Stud groupie?
Yes. Groupie, honey, I'm in the band.
All right.
Well, at that time, that show in particular, there was a lot of things going on. I mean, number one was the dynamics between the band. I mean, people wanted to leave, you know. I think Gabby was pretty much decided he was quitting, and Jason was right behind him. And we'd had a band meeting. We kind of decided let's take a break and stuff. And we had like 2 shows left, and the one before that, you know, tempers kind of got a little, you know, the tension was weird after people had said they wanted to leave, and then
when Jim thought it was a good idea to break up the band, or at least that's what I thought he said he thought it was a good idea for us to take a break and then get back together. I was already working, and I wanted to keep things going. Then to find Jason and Gabe and Pebbles and maybe Pinky too had all started looking into other bands. So personally, to me, the way that ended was like, you know, it was kind of, to me, it was very much backstabbing.
People were starting to feel, the members of the band were starting to feel a little bit, I think, just fatigued with the way the band was heading. And eventually, Virgin Records got bought out by EMI, and they had to drop 40% of their roster. And we were supposedly one of the last bands, if not the last band, to be dropped. And people fought for us and all that kind of stuff. But we got let go, and I think the band lasted maybe 5 months after that. I think that everyone really believed in the songs and believed in the band. But like with anything, if you're not getting paid and, you know, you have somebody that maybe you don't totally like at work, it's a lot easier just to say, you know what, why am I doing this for free?
Pray, pray, pray no more.
Relax your thoughts, cut your pity, sit back and try to remember your name. Come on, pray no more. I wanna keep on pushing, try to tie you down and strip your legs. Pray no more. Ooh yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. When the little baby's crying, stop light stops and people keep walking, or the end of class day. Pray no more. Pray, pray, pray no more. Ooh, yeah. Come on. Pray, pray, pray no more. Yeah.
Hey, this is Brother Phil. Mama's brother, Pebbles' brother. So you know I've been around and I've seen all the action and all the partying from the history of Mama stuff from the beginning. Now, I've always loved their music. I always thought they were real eclectic. They might have been just a little ahead of their time. If their music then came out now, you know, but still, everybody in the band, they got their own particular flavor and their own personalities. And sometimes those personalities were a little combustible. Take my sister and Gabby. But that's aside the point, see?
That is the point, brother.
Felt like it was time for me to try something else as an artist, and I was also just sort of getting bored with being just a drummer and wanted more, wanted to be more of a songwriter, producer, or something else. Wasn't quite sure, but definitely was ready to move on. And I'm pretty sure I was the first person to give a call and or tell the whole band, that I was going to be moving on. But please, I'm just the drummer, and please keep it going.
Me and Crandall decided we wanted to keep going together. Jimmy, it seemed like he didn't really know which way he wanted to go. Gabby, I think he wanted to stop so he could do his own band. I think Jason, same thing. And I just think that's what it was like when the chips were down. We all sort of decided our path. To see where we wanted to do it, and was the Momma Stud worth it for us to keep trying? And I think for me and Crandall it was, but for the rest of the guys in the band, I don't think it was.
Pebbles. So you guys now playing like a half hour and half the band's not here. Half the band, they're still not here.
They're not here yet. What's up with that?
Is that kind of why you guys kind of
We did this world the last time.
Though I think it was more we were a casualty of the industry.
So okay, tell me where we are, ladies.
Tonight we're getting ready for the reunion show at Safari Sam's.
Safari Sam's.
In Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard.
Cool. How's the last few days been?
Busy.
Busy, fun. It's been really nice getting back together with these guys. It's been a long time coming.
A lot of memories.
When Jerry, when you left the band, I know right after the record came out, right?
I left the band. We recorded the album together. I did a little bit of touring with them. We did a couple shows, and we were getting ready to go to Paris, and I divaed out. I said, I'm not going to Paris with you. I got no fight with Crandall. Because Crandall tried to put us in the corner.
He put us in the closet.
He put us in the corner.
Like what?
Tracy Chapman was looking at
At
us
a
off
show,
the stage.
he put us in the dark, in the corner, next to a closet.
Behind the drummer, I think.
That was just too much for Jerry.
Yeah, we were getting paid, what, $35?
Mm-hmm. It was
Show.
embarrassing.
And I said, wait a minute, I'm not getting paid
$35. We were literally in the dark, in the corner.
Met the Momma Studs. My best friend from high school is the lead singer, Ernest. He's like, you gotta come down and check us out. I was like, oh God, here we go, friends band. So I thought, well, I gotta go check it out. So I go down to this downtown club called Reed. Oh my God, these guys are great. And I'm grooving, I'm just totally loving it. And there's this guitar player on stage with big Disneyland glasses, like this big. And he starts rocking out on the guitar and his hat falls off. He's got this blue hair that comes out. I was like, who is this guy? He's crazy. Jumps off stage, grabs my hand, takes me downstairs, and says, hey baby, so what high school did you go to? And I'm like, Pally, hot. I don't even get high out. His lips are on my lips, his tongue is down my throat.
In 1990, on the road with Momma Stud, several different events unfolded. I can tell you many stories. There's a story about the van. Momma Stud thought it'd be cheaper to tour with having their own van instead of renting them and taking them on the road like that. That proved to be a big mistake because we never weighed the gear. We put it in this 3/4 ton Dodge, hauled it all over California, but we never weighed the gear, and the gear actually weighed more than 3/4 of a ton, which caused the truck to have a transmission failure on the road. And that was an adventure. In San Francisco, playing the I-beam, lugging the fucking Hammond up the stairs. Me and two other guys that I didn't know, and they didn't really want to lift. It was a very eclectic group of people that got together. They invited me to go on the road with them as a tech, and it was a really good experience, really fun. I learned a lot of things about music and the way things are done, and we had a lot of adventures that way. And the people in the band, like when I heard the band fell apart, for whatever reasons I don't even know, but when I heard like the stories, I was just blown away, because I thought that Momma Stud really had some serious magic, and they should have actually become a much larger entity among the audience of the earth. So it's really cool that they're playing tonight. I haven't seen any of them in 15 years. Later on, I'll tell you the story why, and how my time with Momma Stud came to an end before they went to Paris. But that's for later.
Say you will in the morning. Say you will at night. Say you will when you want me. Say you will.
And we did a lot of successful shows with big audiences, and lots of famous people came to watch the band play. And at that point in time, it was really worth it to do all the roadieing for the band pretty much single-handedly. I mean, they would carry some of their stuff in, but I pretty much tried to take care of them like they were stars. And we played this little place in Santa Rosa, and there was like 6 people, and the guy compensated us with free drinks. So, needless to say, I got really drunk. I was really young, but I got really wasted, and we went back to the motel, and I guess the kitchen was closed, and I was hungry, and a lot of this stuff's kind of hazy because I don't really remember. I was really hammered. But the next thing you know, the cops are there. I'm inside the cooler with the knife, getting the turkey and the cheese and eating it and telling the guy, get the fuck out of here or whatever. So finally they take me out of there, and they called Frank and whoever else was with us on the road, and they ended up kicking the whole entire band out of the hotel while I was passed out for the ride home.
What's a high school gym?
I'm Oliver with the Innocent Criminals. Came to see my boy tonight. They killed it.
Yeah, go. Get ready.
It was okay. What's that? A wrap up. I'll see you in 15 years, I guess. I gotta go back to the Cape. They're keeping my chowder warm, so No. I'm out of here. I love LA, but you guys can keep it. It's good.
mind is such a beautiful thing. Every day you know how long I've been waiting. You know the mind is such a beautiful thing. Dropping mine, she showed me some things in the color wine they refuse to know treatment. And I got you, then now I must die in the bottom drawer with the edge of the line. I said sex for sale, catching some feeling. When I look down, my it sure ain't pleasing. And I got you, then now I must die. Bottom drawer with the edge inside. Every day you know how long I've been waiting. You know the mind is such a beautiful thing. Every day you know how long I've been waiting. You know the mind is such a beautiful thing. Time for a new church with some wisdom. Emancipate a new language, you know how to speak. Emancipate my brother, special life. In the bottom drawer with the edge inside. I said sex for sale, cashing some feelings. When I look down, my it sure ain't pleasing. And I got you, and now I must die. The bottom drawer with the edge inside. Every day you know how long I've been waiting. You know the mind is such a beautiful thing. Every day you know how long I've been waiting. You know the mind is such a beautiful thing. Every day you know how long I've been waiting. Oh, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, it's a beautiful thing. Every day you know how long I've been waiting. Don't you know, it's a beautiful thing, yeah. It's gonna be real good, you and me flying away.